Over the past few years, the U.S. residential real estate market has swung through multiple phases: pandemic era, frenzied demand, record low mortgage rates, sharp price increases, and now a new environment defined by high interest rates, shifting supply, and unusually strong homeowner equity. For sellers in 2025, that combination may be forming a surprisingly strategic window. 1. The equity cushion that empowers sellers. One of the lesser emphasized yet very significant trends is that many homeowners are now sitting on strong equity positions. According to the National Association of Realtors, NAR, homeowners who bought in recent years have seen substantial appreciation and are less financially fragile than the typical 2008-era seller. National Association of Realtors +1. This means that even though mortgage rates remain elevated, often above 6% or more depending on the region, and affordability is challenging for buyers, many sellers have the balance sheet strength to act. They're not being forced by financial distress. They're motivated by life changes, job moves, downsizing/upsizing, or simply wanting to capture gains. Because of that, you'll find more listings coming onto the market, not because of desperation, but because of opportunity. 2. Interest rates remain elevated, so timing matters. While prices are not generally collapsing nationwide, growth has clearly slowed. A recent analysis from J.P. Morgan projects home price increases of only about 3% in 2025 for the U.S. overall. J.P. Morgan Chase. Meanwhile, many buyers remain sidelined because higher rates mean higher monthly payments. The implication? For sellers who engage early, there's a chance to lock in strong value before more inventory floods the market or rates shift upward or downward further. In plain speak, the seller window may not remain open indefinitely. 3. Supply is inching up, but still far from glut. Inventory was historically low in many regions and remains constrained in many more. For example, national supply of existing homes is still well below long-run averages. J.P. Morgan Chase +1. That scarcity had been a lightning rod for price escalations and continues to provide leverage for sellers. However, recently we're seeing signs of moderating pressure. In some housing markets, new and unsold homes are increasing. In others, sellers are testing pricing more aggressively. Forbes. For sellers, this means one key insight: act before market conditions shift further, either because buyers becoming more active or because inventory finally relaxes. 4. Regional variation is huge. Your local expertise matters. National averages are helpful, but real estate is highly local. While some Sunbelt markets are seeing price softening, other metropolitan or secondary markets are still seeing moderate strength. Forbes. If you're working in Utah County or any specific region, your ability to interpret local signals, job growth, migration, new construction, neighborhood sentiment gives you a real edge. 5. What sellers should focus on in this environment? Preparation pays more than ever. Because buyer pools are smaller, in part due to high rates, you want your home to stand out. That means staging, curb appeal, professional photography, and smart marketing. Pricing strategy is critical. With slower growth ahead, overpricing can lead to stale listings. A modest but realistic price can attract the motivated buyer pool that still exists. Marketing to the moving for life change segment. Many sellers in 2025 aren't distressed. They're relocating, upsizing, downsizing, or preferring a different lifestyle. Messaging around those themes resonates. Tap into equity-driven sellers. Homeowners who have built substantial equity may be more open to selling because they're not forced. They're choosing. That gives you more negotiating buffer and flexibility in structuring deals. Highlight financing realities for buyers. Even if the sale is about the seller, buyers are dealing with higher rates. Helping them understand buying smart in a high-rate world can widen your buyer pool. 6. Why this matters to you as a real estate pro. For you, the agent, This national context becomes your narrative. You can position yourselves as listing experts in a market where sellers can truly capitalize because you understand the equity, rate, and supply dynamics. Use content marketing to educate sellers. Blog posts or social posts like, "Why now may be the best time to sell your U.S. county home, even with higher rates," or "How your equity gives you more options in 2025. Localize the message. Bring in your county specifics, school districts, migration patterns, local job growth, new build supply. So your pitch isn't just national background, it becomes your market. Use content marketing to educate sellers. Blog posts or social posts like, "Why now may be the best time to sell your U.S. county home, even with higher rates," or "How your equity gives you more options in 2025. Localize the message. Bring in your county specifics, school districts, migration patterns, local job growth, new build supply. So your pitch isn't just national background, it becomes your market. Offer value. Free home value reports, staging consultations, seller checklists. Tie into the reality that sellers who prepare wisely in this window will get better outcomes. Build urgency without fear-mongering. While inventory is still low and buyers are active, the longer you wait, the greater risk of competition. Final word. Yes, it's a complicated market, but complexity often brings opportunity for those who understand it. In 2025, the confluence of high homeowner equity plus elevated interest rates plus constrained supply means we're in a seller window, a chance for owners who want to move on their terms. Your job? Translate that macro narrative to micro, Utah County, Springville, and show sellers you've got the strategy, timing, and local know-how to make it